Do you always wonder to yourself, how on earth are pros like Peterbot and Booger always at that top level with zero input delay on their PC? Well boys, one main factor is because they've optimized their keyboard and mouse, one thing that most people forget to actually do, and most PC tweakers don't even talk about. And in this video, I'll be explaining the best optimizations you guys can do for your keyboard and mouse, no matter what keyboard and mouse you actually have. All you have to do, boys, is follow along throughout the video. Obviously, we'll go from more basic tweaks to extremely advanced tweaks that hardly no one knows about. So anyway boys, I'm not going to waste your time anymore. If you can do one thing in return, leave a like, leave a subscribe. But without further ado, we'll get straight into this video. Okay boys, the first tweak that we want to do is make sure your mouse is up to speed and everything is running well. So like I said, start from more basic and then more and more advanced. So head over to the search bar, search Control C-O-N, control panel will pop up, click onto control panel, right here, ease of access center, then right here what we're looking for, make the mouse easier to use. Click onto this. Whilst we're on here, again, you can ignore all of this, click on set up mouse keys. Whilst we're on here, one thing what we need to know, turn on mouse keys, that has to be off. Turn on mouse keys with Alt, that has to also be off. Make a warning message off, make a sound off. Pointer speed, the top speed, you can change this bar to wherever you want. It just makes it faster pretty much to your mouse. Now one thing that you have to change from here is the acceleration. Obviously the acceleration is not good for your mouse at all. That means when you're scrolling, for me right now, slowly the mouse will speed up. Obviously when you're playing your games, your mouse sensitivity will not feel the same. It's not good at all. Your muscle memory won't be able to adjust to it. So one thing you want to do, acceleration, put it all the way to slow, which is pretty much off. When you've done with that, scroll down on the page, other settings, use mouse keys when numlock is on, click that, click apply and OK. And of course it will take a second because your mouse has to get used to it. But one thing boys, your sense may feel a tiny bit weird. Obviously you're just gonna have to get used to the no acceleration, but trust me, it will be 10 times better in the long term. Now one other thing you guys need to do is you're gonna have to head over to the search bar again. This time search MOUS, mouse settings will pop up. Click onto mouse settings. Whilst you're on this page, additional mouse options, click onto this. When you're on here, go onto pointers, pointer options. Once you're on here, enhance pointer precision. This needs to be off. Again, this is just mouse acceleration. You don't want mouse acceleration any games you play at all. Make sure this is off. Literally same setting as before, but on a different section. Make sure that's off, apply and OK. Then we have done with the first step of optimizing your mouse, but now we'll go on to a bit more advanced one. For this one boys, you're gonna have to join the Discord, link in the description by the way. Obviously I'm not trying to sell you anything, you can literally look right here. The main channel we have is the general channel where I literally help you guys, telling you guys what to do, this and that. But one thing we want to do, head over to the announcements page. Remember, in the description of my video is where I'll leave the link. Head over to the description, and right here, for me, I have a Logitech mouse. Everyone watching this video, most people will have this as well, Logitech mouse. So go in the description, join this and download this right here. I'll click onto it in just 1 second, but if you have a different mouse, then download the app, the software for your own mouse. So if you have Razer mouse, just search Razer mouse software in Google. Do not download the Logitech one, obviously it won't work. So head over to it, download it. Right here is what we're looking for. And you might be thinking, this says onboard memory manager, this isn't actually Logitech one. Now boys, if you watch my previous videos about task manager, performance, the processes, remember this is a key factor on how much delay you have on your PC. This app right here compared to the normal Logitech one is 10 times better. This onboard memory manager, which still does the same exact thing pretty much, obviously it's from Logitech by the way, we can download it right here. It literally does the same thing, but uses so much less processors because this is a newer version. Make sure you download this one and not any other Logitech ones that you might already have. Now boys, we've got it downloaded, and you might be thinking, Gingy, why do you say for the other people to download it if it's all about processors? That's not actually what we're looking for. Even though if you have a Razer mouse, this mouse, that mouse, still download the software, and there's one key thing you guys need to do. Go onto the report rate and change it to the maximum you can. Normally it's 1000. So click onto 1000. That's how fast your response rate is to your PC basically. Long story short, the sensor reports back to the PC at 1000 Hertz, the best one you can. Now, for other mouse right here, there will be a brightness or colorful setting. You know, on your mouse it has RGB, this and that. So go onto that setting and turn it off. I know your mouse is going to look terrible, it's going to not look like it's even on, but all the pros, there's a reason they have the best mice in the world right now. They have no RGB on it, and this is because if your mouse has RGB, it has so much things to process, more strain on your mouse, so obviously turn it off and there's going to be less delay. That's why on my mouse right now, I have a Logitech G Pro X wireless. There is no RGB on it at all, so make sure you download your software and make sure you turn the colors of the RGBs all off. You have to do this. It's a massive factor for your delay. Once you're done with that, you can close this now. Obviously, you need to do the exact same thing for your keyboard. This is where the most input delay actually comes from, as when you're trying to edit all this and that, you're pressing so many keys at the same time. For me, I have the Razer Huntsman Mini, so I download the Razer one. Literally go onto it. It's very, very simple actually. Literally right here, customize and lighting. Go on to lighting, right here, brightness is on 100%, obviously I just turned it on for this. Make sure you literally click it, your keyboard then looks like it's turned off. It's obviously not turned off, but the delay is so much smoother with it like this. Of course, it looks so unclean, by the way. I know when you're walking to your setup, you want it to be aesthetic, this and that, but this causes so much delay. If you want to be the best of the best, of course, turn this off. Obviously, you're not going to be able to turn into Peterbot just by turning your brightness of the keyboard off. So if you want it on, you can of course have it on, but for me, I like to have it off as well, as I don't look at my keyboard when I'm trying to play anyway. So once you're done with that, you can close that and we'll go on to our next tweak, which won't exactly be a keyboard and mouse tweak, but this one is going to improve your performance so much. Right click on your desktop, go onto NVIDIA control panel, and if you don't have an NVIDIA GPU, I'm really sorry, you will not be able to do this. This will not show up for you. And I want to quickly just go on to adjust desktop size and position and talk about these right here. So firstly, performance scaling on GPU, quite basic, everyone knows what to do. GPU right there, resolution the best of the best, override, make sure that's off. Now what we're going to talk about right here, scaling mode, aspect ratio, full screen, no scaling. Literally ignore the integrator scaling. By far this is the worst option. Do not ever play with this last one, it causes you so much delay. Now out of these three, obviously there's going to be a ranking of the best. No scaling is the best, full screen second, aspect ratio third. You might be thinking, Gentry, if no scaling is the best, why aren't you playing on it, and why don't we all just click onto it? When I click onto no scaling and press apply, there's black bars on the side of my screen because my monitor is not able to handle it. So what I do, I play on full screen, the second best. And obviously if you click on full screen and you also have black bars, try no scaling. Obviously no scaling is the best one. If you still have black bars, go on to aspect ratio and play on that one. Aspect ratio is still not bad at all, by the way, boys. That is still completely fine to play. I just want to make sure you guys aren't playing on integrated scaling, and if you are playing on aspect ratio when you can be playing no scaling, you know, play on no scaling. Just want to quickly give you that, as not many people know much about the scaling modes right here. So we can close that, and that is that tweak done. And of course there is one last tweak talk for this video. What you want to do, head over, look at your keyboard right now, press Windows and R, run pops up right here, cancel whatever you have in it, search TEMP, press enter. Now there's loads of files right here, temporary files, literally lines of code. I'll open one up for example, see, literally lines of code. Make sure you highlight them all and simply just delete it. These are running on the background of your PC, causing strain on your GPU, CPU, not good at all for your PC obviously. We need to remove all of these temporary files. Another one to do, Windows and R, this time at the start of temp, you want to type the %temp%, click on OK, again highlight it all. And by the way boys, leave in the comments how many files you have here. Some people have like 2,000, 3,000, it is crazy. Like, I don't know how you guys don't do this every single morning. I try to do it as much as I possibly can. And once it's all done, you close this and you have to head over to your recycling bin. Everyone forgets about this. Open your recycling bin and right here, 230 items. Highlight everything right here and there you go, and delete. Simple as that. Make sure all of those deleted. You don't want them running on the background. And boys, once you're done with that, that is the end of this video. I hope you did enjoy. Please do leave a like, please, and do subscribe as well. I'll see you guys further on this week.